definitely disagree. All right.
We're gonna throw the chemistry book in the room up there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
This thing is.
That'd be fine. Anyway.
Yeah. So how well did it do as far as the solar goes? Was it pretty good?
Until I broke it, which I did the day that I had it. I drove off with it attached.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, it was on top of my bar clip and sunlight fell right off. And it's not one of the ones where the piece right behind the piece of glass, like the glass. It's actually an actual piece of glass that all the pieces are glued to, and it broke through the wires.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess you found out it wasn't really unbreakable.
Oh my God. I'm glad I was able to carry that to my front seat, because some days I can't even do that.
What's that?
That battery charger.
Oh. Yeah, I you want me to put in there. See mediocre carpentry, especially in a storage unit.
Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is actually home built. You laugh like I'm kidding, but you know that I'm not.
I'm not. Well, I'm laughing because I know you're not. That's my way. It's called a coping mechanism.
All right, do you feel like your brain or going with the hippie movement? Because we got Rose Moon vibes or positive thinking.
I like positive thinking.
All right, we'll light that nasty shit up then. Let's see what else. Looks like just
sounds like it sounds like
putting that stuff back in and we're good to go.
Around a campfire would say. Do you feel my vibe?
It sounds like something a bunch of straight people around a campfire would say too. Especially if they're paranoid and think everybody else around the campfire is gay.
Because they are.
Oh my God, dude! You're
the only straight person in the whole.
There's this guy in Chapel, Nebraska, right? Believe it or not, and this thing that he had in his head was that he was going to go to a men's retreat because his wife was asking him to, and so he went to this men's retreat. Now, before he went to the men's retreat, I planted a little nugget in his head that the only people who go to men's retreats are, you know, guys who are coming out of the closet, and that's what it was for. Now, I wasn't trying to be mean. It's that I just had a friend who went to a men's retreat to figure out how to come out to his mom that he was a flaming homosexual.
Right.
So this dude.
The best way to do it is to come out to the pastor at the men's retreat.
Yes. And oh my God, no, that was the wrong thing for me to tell the dude. I can admit that now. Well, no, actually, I didn't do it because I thought it was funny. At the time, I was serious. I thought that's the way it worked, but it is now. Yeah, it's kind of like the guy who says, oh, well, you know what, a banana peel It's not going to make you slip and fall down and break your leg. And he throws it down and steps on it and falls down and breaks his leg. And 6 months later, he's like, you know, it's kind of funny looking back on it, but goddamn, that hurt.
Oh, I still think it's funny. It's funny when it happened and the fact that he did it and then hurt himself. That made it even funnier. Because there's just all these, there's always a group of people that say, well, I don't believe in manifest destiny.
All right, here's the difference between funny and funnier. Funnier ends with the ER.
Oh, it's always funnier.
Emergency room.
See, there's a problem. Like the kid over there, Nick, he believes that if he just wanders around the central coast of Oregon, with a sign panhandling and the fact that he's tall and good looking, he's just going to end up the woman of his dreams. But the kinds of women that he ends up with are the kinds of women that have very little teeth.
He told me he made himself invisible, so people only see him over there when he doesn't want to be, when he wants to be seen.
Over there at the library?
Yeah. Did he tell you that? The spiel?
No,
he gave me the spiel about how he's been there for over a week now.
Well, actually, he's only been there for 3 days.
Well, in his head, it's been over a week. Because all 3 times he's told me the story, it's been a little bit different, but it was a week yesterday.
Right.
Or a week the day before yesterday. And yesterday had been over a week is what he told me.
Right. And the only time that he got in trouble was when he was actually sleeping on the stage. But now that he's been sleeping in front of the stage, he hasn't been messed with.
You can't see him.
You can't see him in front of the stage. Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss a guy that's 6'5", 300 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, he gets to talking to himself, and in that corner of that stage, it's a corner of a building, so it's going to echo back and forth, and it's going to amplify it out. And the way that it's, you've seen the bullhorns in MASH, right? How they're like flat on the top and the bottom, but they flare out on the sides.
Right.
Well, that's so that it specifically points the sound in the direction you want it, but muffles it anywhere else. So basically, that's what he's got going on in there, and he'll go in there and he'll start yelling at the corner. I thought he was some girl one night. I was like, oh my God, is someone being raped on stage? And I look over and it's him talking to aliens. Nobody else can see you, but I see you. I see you.
Oh, guess what? I heard you too.
That's what he was yelling.
Even if I can't see that, humongous pile of lump in the corner of the stage, doesn't mean I can't hear what you're talking about.
Yep, and I'm looking for the aliens that he's talking to these aliens in the corner of the thing, telling them that he sees them, but nobody else does. But basically, he's trying to insinuate to these hallucinations that he knows that they're there. And
the thing is, he doesn't actually see them. There's a difference between.
I asked him, he said he does actually see them. And he was telling me one day, he said, did you see that demon over there coming out of the ground? I'm like, no, I didn't.
Well, you don't believe in demons. It's pretty hard to see something.
Well, his are angel demon vampires, though.
Angel demon vampires from outer space.
Exactly.
Who came down to mate with Sasquatch.
Well, he was telling me that they mated with him, and he's turning into a scaly alien. And then
that was what. Okay, so there was I remember when you guys were first talking. There was something that he had told you that I hadn't heard yet. That's the good one. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, he's good. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough to be out here by yourself. And then if you actually do have some mental issues, I'm sure it's even harder.
It certainly is. Especially when people can just justify anything they do by calling you mentally ill.
What are you?
If I get this back on here.
Baby, you look almost like a little. Oh, you fly too. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go through this.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. That's
At least
thing.
it's all in
You
one
were
bag.
trying to help, and your heart was in the right place.
It was.
And you didn't fuck anything up by throwing it away.
No,
Like,
I
that's
didn't
the
throw
most
anything.
important part.
Let's put this sharp object in here.
Fuck you, Nick.
That's worse than to come by and find you impaled on your own piece of pipe.
Well, just put a sharp end that way. Like I had it.
Right. And then
That way
if
it
you
goes
open the back and you lean in to grab your gas can, you
Right in
just
the eyeball. Yep, that's my plan. I'm gonna get the insurance money. Oh, the blanket can go up there too.
You don't want this one?
I'm not gonna be using it tonight.
You got blankets where you're gonna be, so.
Yeah.
So what, just tuck it kinda maybe underneath?
Just right on top.
Just cover it up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a nice little poker. That's a big sticker there, so.
Yeah.
I gave my knife to this,
Oh, that's a we use right there.
but it works really well for stabbing somebody in the neck, so.
Whoa.
I gave my knife to this, Native American kid who he's one of those kind of guys that would get drunk and then somehow start some kind of trouble.
Didn't pull up the Nero, did he?
We lost one, didn't we? That's the wrong person. So that's it.
Yeah.
Swapping up.
Yep.
All you got left is these two things.
Yep.
Alrighty. What do you want to put up there?
Well, I was gonna put more in there, but you know, I kind of not being able to make a day of it, and that not being your fault. They last night really fucked up my schedule and my ability to function today.
Are you gonna be able to have somebody help you do some of that other stuff? I mean, if I'm around, I'll do it. Just let me know, alright?
I'm probably going up there in just a few minutes so I can get something done while the sunlight up. But I can start organizing it for pulling out of there. If you might be able to help me someday this week that you have off. Because I know you had an appointment tomorrow for a job interview.
Oh, yeah. Working and if I was gonna go to work, I might as well start drinking on the same day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, after you come back into town from staying out at Camp Shawn of the Dead, you know, just so you know where to find me. I can find me around town.
Well,
And I can go out there with you and help you bring some stuff back in or whatever you want.
if you're not afraid of it, I don't know what your plans are for today and tomorrow, but if you're willing to go up there, it all depends on when you're available.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go up there in just a few minutes. I'll probably go grab. Well, I got some water in here, and I got some water up at camp.
Yeah.
So I don't really need any actual supplies as far as that goes. I got some food up there, so.
Well, just maybe take some time and get some stuff more, you know, get it organized, ready to go, and then I'll come up and help you load it up.
Yes, sir.
Because I can see that you have a very meticulous way of, keeping yourself organized, and I don't want to.
Oh, it's definitely not organized, and that's most of the problem is that as soon as I start to get it organized, there's another emergency, another douchebag throwing stuff at my vehicle, somebody else threatening to kill me, or people getting a hold of me and saying, "Hey, Shawn, people threatening to kill me."
Spend more time up there, and then
And see, I've been trying. The problem is, like I said, I can't take care of myself. So for me, going up to camp alone is a waste of $20. I can't carry none of that shit. As far as it being organized, it doesn't need organized. It just needs picked up, put in the vehicle, stacked on top, strapped down, and taken out of there.
Okay.
The problem is just the lifting part of it.
No, I got you. And because you got the 80 feet to go to get
Yep. Like I can get back there and I can show exactly what needs taken out. Usually it's just the heavy stuff that's it's worth some money, but it's not worth a lot of money. Like old generator that's out there, it's probably from like the 1960s.
So why don't you just stay in? Why don't you just stay in town tonight, and I can go out there with you tomorrow, so you don't have to make 2 trips. My interview's early in the morning, and so I'll be done blowing that by probably within 10 minutes. Once I tell her if it's okay if I sleep behind their building, they'll probably be like, no. Plus, we don't like a man who looks like Santa Claus. Are you willing to cut your beard? No. And that's been one of the big problems.
Your beard?
Yeah, because I can't cut it. I have to keep it until God tells me to cut it. Or the aliens do, whichever one.
Okay, Nick. Yes, sir.
Put this in here. Keep it chilling there.
How much do I owe you?
Whatever. Yeah, I know you don't have much.
Well, anything I give you, I'm gonna feel bad for.
Huh?
I said anything I give you, I'm gonna feel bad for. I'd give you 1,000 if I could. That's the thing. I've spent literally tens of thousands of dollars.
A couple dollars is cool because I get paid on Tuesdays.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna change my thing to the end of the month though next time because I realize I'm running out of money a little too early before the 3rd.
Yeah.
Because my payment thing.
Is this the thing you thought was a tutor?
No, I already used it. No, so I'm gonna change it. So I realize I'm running out of money, and then even to hold that 2-day grace period they give you, like if you do direct deposit, they give you like 2 days.
Yeah.
So it's settled for the 5th, and so it comes in on the 3rd. But I'm realizing by about the 28th, I'm broke.
The month has just started and all my money is gone. But
Man.
I still need the help, and the people that I did pay didn't show up. Promised they'd pay me back, didn't do that. Like you're the only useful person that I've really encountered for a while. There's other people who have made themselves useful, but barely.
I mean, there's people out there, like you could. I think I just do, I'm just available, whatever people need. People don't really ask necessarily or whatever, but
Guys are taught that we're not supposed to, or we're not manly.
it's actually pride. It's the pride issue.
That too.
The Bible talks about the pride of life and the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life are the cause of all sin. I actually kind of agree with that. Women make it difficult too. So.
Yeah, I look at both sides of the line, and I've noticed that there are very particular pricks that we all get blamed for.
Oh yeah.
Whether we're a man or a woman. We get them gold diggers that a lot of women are like, you know what? We're not all gold diggers. We're not all those women. But then there's a situation where all men get treated that way. We're all automatically born rapists and shit. Some crap like that.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely get blamed for a lot of stuff.
I was gonna say, what do you think about like 9:30 or 10 tomorrow morning?
Sounds
Is that
good.
too early?
Nope.
All
I
right.
get up early because I go to bed early, so.
And with everything that is already done, I mean, it shouldn't take much. I am gonna have to put my headrest back though. I had to go to the junkyard and see if they have any extra headrests.
What's that?
But I had to go to the junkyard and see if they have any extra headrests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might.
These ones are, I'm not sure if you can tell, but they're bent weird. Like this one especially, it's got a bar in it that pushes on the back of my head.
Yeah.
It ain't comfy. That's for sure. But it's because the pad gets worn out, and it's 94, I'm going to get out of here and smoke my cigarette. That way you don't have to sit with me while I'm smoking it.
Ah, it's good. We gotta close the door up there anyway. Forgot to put the pipe in the back. I gave you the key, right?
Let me check. Nope.
A little late now. I didn't give you the key.
Nope.
What did I do with it? Check your pockets.
I am. Nope. Nope. Shit. Are they still in the lock? Oh, it actually locked?
No, that's
Oh. Yeah,
Where's your keys at?
$10, all right?
Of course.
I think you were definitely worth more than that.
No, I'm only a $10
Sure. Found them.
So I did give you the keys.
They're on the driver's seat.
You were under your ass and you didn't feel it?
I got back issues.
I hate to say that, but that was the same thing my wife said to me. It's under your ass and you didn't feel it? I said, no, it was in your ass and you felt it. God dang it. Come on.
Oh, you gotta put the bar in here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You want me to just get on the top
Just
side
set
for
it in
now?
there, yeah.
At least you got emergency gas.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's better than nothing.
No, you always want to at least have something. And have you ever did you ever run your car completely empty so you know exactly how far you can go? No, you always do. And then you put your gas in your gas can and run it past the E, watch the mileage, see how far you can go. It's always good to know when you're Anyway, on Tuesday, I get paid, and then if you want, you can get some. Oh, that's right, you don't eat meat. You can't eat meat.
I do too.
What, like hamburger or something soft enough for you to chew
Yep.
on? Or, so we could get a little barbecue here, put together, and I'd like to have like a steak for me and a burger for you.
Heck yeah.
I'm buying. On Tuesday. You know, they hardly have, they don't even hardly have campgrounds anymore. They have grills and stuff now. They've been taking them all out. Oops.
You get everything?
I think
I
so.
hope so.
I think so.
Made a lot of room though.
That's good.
Although your head's probably getting tickled by a trash bag string.
Well, my head gets tickled by a lot of things, but not trash bags. One thing that's nice about Germans is we usually have small, short, fat, stubby hands. That girl always looks good. You're holding
Oh, I thought you were talking about your heads.
it. We're talking about my head, all right.
Alright.
Well, thanks for trusting me enough to let me help you.
Well, you had a hatchet in your hands and you didn't hack me.
Oh, that's your hatchet. That was the one I was dreaming about.
You were dreaming about my hatchet.
Yeah, I was dreaming that you were gonna chop me up into little pieces when you just got me to your camp.
God, what a weirdo.
I think it's a great horror movie though. So what I'll do is I'm gonna use you as my character, but I'll change your name. So you gotta come up with something really cool. I've been actually writing. That's why I use a computer a lot. I've been writing some short stories down, thinking maybe I could be the next Stephen King.
You can call me Nerf Herder, but I don't know why you'd make me the creepy ass bad guy. I mean,
No,
roar.
you'll be the nice guy who kills people because of morals instead, like
you mean like
Dexter.
Yeah, no.
But a little bit more of a twist in that. You invite homeless people to your camp, and then when they start using the unmoral code, that's when you hack them to death and put them in the ground.
So it's got to be hobos. Man,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
your imagination is out there, but if it makes you money.
Take the next right onto Goodspeed Place, then turn left onto First Street.
A lot of people make money writing fiction about me.
But here's the twist in your character.
Turn right onto
You bury them, and then you put roses over the top of them because they grow real good with human remains. And then you sell those roses on the side, and then you hire homeless people to help you sell them. Those are the ones you take back to your camp and slaughter them. So see, I mean, you got it all.
Take the next right onto 4th Street.
It's all kinds of ways.
So, oh shoot, I didn't even ask where you're going.
Oh, you were just taking me back to
Turn right onto
Okay.
Pacific Avenue.
That's easy enough. I don't have to take a right-hand turn, which means that
Just go straight.
I don't have to be able to see through you. As my stepdad would say, you make a better door than a window.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Turn right onto Pacific Avenue.
The thing about being a brick, it takes a lot of bricks to make anything useful.
Take the next left onto Main
A lot of
Avenue,
bricks
then turn
together
left
can
onto
be
Main
very
Street.
strong, but they're still fucking bricks.
Right. And by themselves are not. Easy to smash, easy to break.
Yo,
Good old Masons, they figured out ways to put things together. A lot of their stuff's still standing. That's one of the things that the people didn't like about our early forefathers is most of them were Masons. So they were theists, they weren't really the Christian God that they thought that they were. But, it's like when you find that out, it's like, well, yeah, but look at Thomas Jefferson was progressive. He married a beautiful black woman.
there's a lot. She was also very, very, very young.
Oh, of course.
14, 13.
But wasn't that in that culture kind of, women were women once they started bleeding, basically. I mean, it's been all over the world that way, so.
A lot of women use that against men to this day, even though we're not like that.
Right.
The ones that are, we brand as perverts and sickos.
Turn right onto Stillwell Avenue.
But then, of course, we don't go after the perverts and the sickos, do we?
Not really.
We'll go out against somebody who speaks up. Oh my God, how dare you speak up, you evil bastard.
All right, so meet you here or over there?
Probably library parking lot at 10.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to park in this parking lot, or parking space here so you can actually get out. Oh, as far away from everything as humanly possible.
So are you going to stay in town or are you going to head out there tonight? You're going to stay in town? Probably stay.
I haven't decided yet. I probably will head out there tonight, just try to get some stuff taken down and make sure I at least bring down a load of garbage. That way I can drop it off illegally at good speed on the way over here in the morning.
Okay. All right, see you at 10 then.
All right. Thank you much.
No problem. We could do more. We'll get some more done tomorrow.
Yes, sir. You know what? I'm glad that you're sober.
What's that?
I said I'm glad that you're sober. Most of the people that have offered to help haven't been. They're the only ones that have time, or the ones that don't have jobs, don't have houses, don't have lives, don't have wives, don't have kids.
That's right. Yeah, well, I was just always taught to be available. However it works out. All right, brother. See you tomorrow.
Be safe, Craig.
You too. Stay out of the line of the pumpkins.
The Pumpkin King.
My pocket too. Look at all that. You're rich. You're hippie rich.
Well, thank you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
There's your cup. There's your starter cup. Be careful.
Yep, be safe.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Place I gotta go check to see if it's open.
Take the next right onto Stillwell Avenue, then turn right onto 1st Street. In 400 feet, turn left onto 5th Street. Turn left onto 5th Street. Take the next right onto Grove Avenue, then turn right onto 3rd Street. Take the next right onto Grove Avenue, then turn right onto 3rd Street. Take the next right onto 3rd Street, then turn left onto Stillwell Avenue. Turn right onto 1st Street. Turn right onto 1st Street. Take the next right onto Front Street, then turn right onto Grove Avenue. Take the next right onto Grove Avenue, then turn left onto 1st Street. Take the next right onto Stillwell Avenue, then turn left onto 1st Street. In 400 feet, turn right onto Main Avenue. Turn right onto Main Avenue, then make a U-turn at 1st Street.
Not open.
Take the next left onto 1st Street, then use any lane to turn left onto Pacific Avenue. Turn right onto 2nd Street, then turn right onto Stillwell Avenue.
had the right of way, but
In
she
500
flagged me
feet,
over
turn
instead.
left on Fifth Street.
Very kind of her. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and chill for a couple of minutes. Make sure that my car doesn't overheat. Check the fluids. Y'all know the routine.